Now, I don't like joking about anybody getting arrested or anyone going to jail, but putting this guy to voice Silver is crazy.
I judge the defendant guilty as charged.
If y'all know, you know. Sonic the Hedgehog, you know him, you love him. This is the guy. What was that intro? Okay, so for the past days, your boy has literally only been talking about Nintendo stuff. So I was like, you know what? It's about time we talk about your boy Sonic for once. And this video has been announced for weeks now. I've been literally going back and forth with it because I didn't really know what I wanted it to be. And now I finally figured it out. Okay, wait. I sat down to film that video weeks ago. I had no idea the amount of chaos I was getting myself into. You see this video? It doesn't work. At least it doesn't work in the way that you would expect it to work. And you might be saying, why would you post a video that you're not sure about? Well, first of all, I did not want to scratch the video because I did put my time into it. So I really did believe that it could work. Some of the points I'm gonna make, it sounds like I'm trashing other games, which I'm not trying to do. This is a Sonic video, I can assure you. This is generally me justifying why I think that this is the best Sonic Racing game. I might be talking about other subjects, but those subjects are to reinforce why I believe this game is peak. Y'all know how people be attacking me off camera over my opinions, bro. I'm going to be talking about what is considered as a peak game, which is titled Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Let's get into it. Let's actually start off with the price. Now, the price was actually one of the most controversial parts of this entire release because SEGA is not known as an expensive company. They've always been known as being affordable. For example, Sonic and Shadow Generations, what is considered as a peak game, only cost $50. And after the failure of Team Sonic Racing, there was legitimately no reason why the sequel should be a whopping $70. And the digital deluxe pack was actually $90. Why would SEGA charge us $70 for this game? Now, a couple of people made the assumption that with the success of Mario Kart World and with that being 80, they probably got in over their heads and they just assumed that they will get that same success and attention for Sonic Racing. But that was not the case. I generally feel like why SEGA charges 70 is because this is literally Sega Smash Bros. Ultimate. Just like how Smash Bros. And Tears of the Kingdom was 70. This game honestly deserves to be 70. So this is a part I definitely need to elaborate on. When I'm saying that it's just like Smash Bros. And Tears of the Kingdom, I'm not claiming that Crossworlds or Sonic Racing is on the same level of those franchises in terms of quality. I'm simply just trying to imply that this game has the same idea as Smash Bros. Ultimate. So Smash Bros. Actually cost 70 in my area, but not in everyone else's area. But we actually never complained about the fact that it cost 70 because we understood why it cost 70. The whole concept of Smash Bros. Ultimate was the whole fact that everyone is here. So you're essentially playing 5 Smash Bros. In one game. We had upcoming content, DLC characters, so that's why it was not a problem for us to buy this game at 70. And Smash Bros. Ultimate is in the same position as Sonic Racing Crossworlds right now. They also promised us future DLC characters, and they also did the whole concept with everyone is here. That's what I meant when I mean it's kind of like Smash Bros. First of all, you have a gigantic cast of characters. I'm believing like roughly around 30 to 40. This is a combination of all of the Sonic Racing characters in the past with newer additions that you can get for free. You got Red in this game. You got Classic Sonic in this game. You got Joker in this game. Wait a minute. Yo, SEGA, why didn't y'all add Lightning McQueen? Nah, that just sounds stupid as heck. But it will be cool though. Then you have the tracks, which has been deemed the best racing tracks in the entire franchise. And I can definitely second on that. SEGA really did put their time into these tracks. Each track has its own identity because each track has different shortcuts. Some tracks have interactions. Wait, what? Did Knuckles just speak? Alright, let's see if he speaks. Let's see if he speaks first. Let's see if he speaks. Yes, he does. Each character actually has interactions. It makes you feel like you're in an active, competitive racing game. This is the dialogue. Hold on, listen to this dialogue. This is board 2.
It's time for our epic rematch.
Yo!
Disappoint me, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Let's go!
You're on, Jet. Let's get out there and bring a whole new meaning to speed.
That's what I'm saying.
The legendary Blowhard himself. Here to record how badly you'll lose to Sonic.
Damn.
What are you, his cheer squad? am the legendary Wind Rider, Toots, and I'll prove it on the track.
Yo! Why did you just say...
Delinquents don't belong in a competitive space. Be gone.
Dang!
We're what other racers dreamed they could be. Get ready to be humbled, you ultimate pain in the neck.
Dude! And it made for some really memorable moments for the Sonic fans. The main reason why this game is even so addicting and attractive when it comes to the racing part is because of the brand new Crossworld mechanic. So a giant ring will come to the center of your track and you will be transported into a new track, and that new track will be the second lap, where you will spend the third lap on the same track that you chose, because the game still wants to be fair. That is a genius idea, simply because you don't know what track's gonna get chosen while you're playing this game, so you're just gonna go off of the beat. Now, I don't like joking about anybody getting arrested or anyone going to jail, but putting this guy to voice Silver is crazy. If y'all know, you know. This game also has the transforming mechanic, which was a fan favorite mechanic from the entire Sonic Racing franchise, and Sega decided to bring that back. It's like, while Sega was making this game, they kind of took what worked and took out what didn't work, and that's exactly how this game operates. The visuals, my guy, is insane. I'm playing this game on my gaming PC at 60 FPS on my very clean monitor, and this game was looking phenomenal. There were some quality drops while I was going to a ring. This is definitely the best looking Sonic Racing game of all time. This game really loves Sonic Unleashed, and this is a tiny part of this video that I want to add in. You see, I have a theory that Sega might make a brand new Sonic Unleashed port. I don't believe that they're gonna port Sonic Lost World and Sonic Forces, because both of those games bombed, and there's no reason to port Sonic Frontiers because that game is already available on the brand new consoles. So the only modern Sonic game that is left to be ported, which is considered as a success, is Sonic Unleashed. Sega already knows that we love the Werehog. That's why they offered him as a pre-order bonus, because they understand where this man stands in the Sonic fan base. This game is filled with Sonic Unleashed references, not just the Werehog himself, but even the stages. Apodos, the ice stage. Like, Sega clearly had Sonic Unleashed over their minds. I would not be surprised if we get a Sonic Unleashed port by the end of 2027 or early 2028. The fact that every time you select a character, there's actually a little detail to where the music team of that character plays. Or the entire race park mode, which I did not dive into because I did not feel like it was that invested. That wasn't the meat for me. It was fun, but it wasn't really that fun for me. But it still works if you're having fun with your friends. And then the difficulty is pretty balanced in this game. For the first time in forever, Sega decided to add smart steering. This is the first time that Sega decided to add smart steering in a Sonic Racing game. And when they added that is when I realized, oh, I think I finally understand Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Sonic Racing Crossworlds, as peak as it is, it's a copy. It's a copy of another game that did this exact formula, but way earlier before Sega even thought about it. This game is literally Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Not Mario Kart World, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is, in my opinion, a superior game. I'm not sure if everyone's gonna get that experience. At the end of the day, I always like to say everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but I think I need to break this part down. Even if I already did in the video, I think I'll do a better job breaking it down for y'all right now. Let me give y'all the elements of what I picked up while I was playing this game. The title changing sequence after you unlock Supersonic, so the smart steering edition, which has never been in a Sonic Racing game before, and the way how you charge up your boost in the beginning of a race, you could have always done that, but the way how Sega said it, it's on par with exactly how you would charge up your boost in Mario Kart Deluxe. And having 200cc already available at the jump after you reach first place in all of the cups is the first time Sega is doing 200cc, and I'm pretty sure they were inspired from Nintendo's 200cc. And the stages, so many times I was playing this game, I couldn't stop referencing these Sonic Racing stages to Mario Kart Deluxe stages. They were like on par, bar for bar, looking exactly the same. First of all, this is just my experience with the game so far. Maybe it's due to the fact that Mario Kart 8 was my first ever Wii U game, and I've been playing that game all the way until the booster course passed. So maybe it's due to my decade connection to that game. Sega has mentioned multiple times that they are aware of Mario Kart's success publicly, so I would not be surprised that they took notes off of that game. Some of y'all might be like, why would Sega want to copy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? That's the wrong question. The question is, why wouldn't Sega want to copy Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is not just the superior racing franchise, but it's also the most selling Switch game of all time. And also, Sega already has a history of copying Nintendo games. Sonic Lost World is literally Mario Galaxy. Sonic Frontiers is literally Zelda Breath of the Wild. So something like this should not surprise us. But all of this to say, I don't think that this is a bad thing. I'm calling the game peak for a reason, and it worked. They were inspired by the right ideas, and it works in the Sonic universe. So I don't have a problem with them being inspired by a Nintendo title. This is probably just the first time that they copied Nintendo, and it actually worked out. With the way how the gadget system works in this game, it's this new thing that racing games or just games in general want to start adding. And we see this with the newly added Splatoon Raiders game, which is honestly just mid, and I refuse to talk about it. But the final thing that I want to address in this video, after I just went over why I believe this game is peak, this is the redemption story of Sega. If you don't know the company of Sega, they've been in the slump for a very long time. After the success of Shine Generation, Sega has only gone downhill with Sonic Lost World, Sonic Boom, Sonic Forces, Sonic Frontiers. But then somehow in 2024, Sega just said, okay, hold up, let's lock in. And that's exactly what they did. So when they had a bad modern Sonic game, they made a good one. When they had a bad Sonic Entertainment, they made a good one. When they had a bad Sonic Racing game, they made a good one. By Sonic Racing Crossworlds being an absolutely critically success, it now changes the perspective on how we view Sega as a company. Before, we used to look at Sega as a joke. Now we respect them because they got their aura back, and it just makes us more excited for what Sega has in the future. And don't get me wrong, they're nostalgia baiting the mess out of us, yes, but it's working. It's pulling back the Sonic fanbase, and it's definitely getting my attention for sure. I can't wait for Sonic Movie 4. I can't wait for whatever new characters are coming to Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and I definitely can't wait for any new Sonic Entertainment. Sega is in a good spot right now that honestly could not be ruined. And then you look at the reviews, and Crossworld is actually the best reviewed Sonic Racing game of all time, and it's definitely the best Sonic Racing game of all time. Even though if Mario Kart World got more than it, I still believe that it's still the best racing game we've ever gotten. And I've seen the critics saying that this game is boring, it copied other games, it lacks creativity. All I want to do is be able to play a racing game and have fun with it. That is it. I'm done. Here is the video. This game is peak. It's awesome. I definitely recommend that you pick it up. It rewards the Sonic franchise in a good way. It's the best kart racer, not just of 2026, but of this generation. I'm done. Oh, but the story somehow continues. So yeah, that's right. Somehow this mishmash of a video is still going because I forgot so many things. So the original draft of this video was posted a week ago. What you originally saw, that was the video. And then until I woke up this morning getting ready to post it, but on rewatch, I realized that I missed so many other stuff that I really want to talk about. One cool detail I forgot to mention about this game, no other game, not even Mario Kart, not even Need for Speed, not even Forza has ever had a game where you have a car and a hoverboard racing against each other. So Sonic was the first one to do that. This game is Sonic Riders 4 and Sonic Racing 4. And Sega was just like, you know what, let's make a sequel for both of those games. But overall, it controls fine and it ran pretty well on my PC. With all that being said, this game is not perfect. This game has a couple of issues I completely forgot to mention. The rewarding system. The rewarding system is a little conflicted. If you're a competitive gamer and you like to take things seriously, you might not like how you're being rewarded in this game. You don't need to get first in a cup in every race to essentially win. You just have to get the most points. Now on paper that sounds fine, especially for a casual player that you wouldn't mind, but someone who really wants to put in the effort to get better at this game, there's literally no point you wanting to be first. Online in this game is a little whack. I would be lying if I didn't have any online issues while I was playing this game. People still love online, but they just hate the fact that they can't go pro because the item system is too chaotic and too crazy. Maybe in the future Sega might still update update that. And some of y'all was like texting me in private, asking me what's up, what happened, where's a new video. I'm like, what? Hold up, bro. I appreciate y'all, but your boy is doing alright. Focus on yourself, bro. Don't worry about when Retro is gonna post, man. And if you are watching this and you're depressed and you're sad and you don't have any friends to go to, you don't have anywhere to go outside of your house, then find God. That's the only way you'll find peace in this horrible and cruel world, by finding Jesus. Don't worry about Retro, man. I'ma be alright. So which game would you buy if you had to choose one of them? Hey, what is up? You have made it to the ending of this banger video, so you just may as well drop a like and subscribe. Or don't subscribe. You don't have to. Okay, what is wrong with you? What? Can't you see I'm trying to make a clean outro? Bro, me personally, I'm not gonna subscribe to a stranger's channel just because they ask me to. And second of all, I don't think you do. Because these guys only subscribe only they want to. What you're saying, but I'm not trying to force anyone to do anything. I'm simply just asking the people to subscribe because it's something that all YouTubers do. Oh, so now you want to do something because you saw other people doing it? Thank you all so much for watching. Bye now. You're supposed to say bye. Are we done here?